Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we have the Light Phone 3, the July updates. There were two updates released during this month, which has fixed not only a lot of bugs, but also introduced two very helpful and actually very nice features. I personally like one of them a lot, and the other one, I think it's a little bit of a game changer for the device. Usually the device changed from e-ink to OLED, and that is a little bit harsher. And of course, you can control the brightness with the wheel right here. However, they have introduced now night display, which allows you to set it always on or sunset sunrise. So that allows you to set it automatically or always on. I prefer always on, but for the purposes of this video, so that the screen does not seem muted, I'm going to keep it always off. But what this allows is for your eyes not to be quite controlled by the bright light anymore, but to have a warmer tone that allows your gaze to have a rest every so often. The second feature that was introduced, there were a couple of extra ones, like now you can send notes to email and certain text messages. So that allows you to send more information, high fidelity, not only the pictures, but also like the notes and the links. And there's a lot of helpful integration there. But the bigger one was for podcasts and music, which allows you to pause and play with your Bluetooth headset. So here are some Shokz earbuds. The Bluetooth controls do work. I believe this is the right one and this is the left one. The left one is the one that allows me to pause and play. And as you see right there, it is pausing and playing. So right there, you pause, you play. And I'm listening to Deep Questions with Cal Newport. Highly recommend that you check it out. And it's a great podcast. But you can also press, and I believe this should decrease the volume, as you see right there. And we're going to press the other earbud to increase the volume. And of course, this varies by the different Bluetooth headsets that you may use. Some of them may not have this functionality or whatnot, and some of them might. So it kind of depends on the Bluetooth headset that you're running, but it allows you to control the device without having to open the phone and kind of like going through it. And especially if you have a case like the Lemur case where your device is, mostly inside of the case because of protection reasons, then it's a little bit of more like, oh, well, it's inconvenient to take it out to pause, but now you don't have to. You clearly just have to connect to your Bluetooth headsets and you have the ability to do that. You can also, this one has the ability to skip or to go to the next track. This is more useful on the music tool than necessarily the podcast tool, but on the podcast tool, it also works. And I believe if I do that, maybe it's with the right one. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So that I was able to skip and it's skipping to the next track on the podcast player. And it's working like a charm. So I personally love that because now if I have a queue of podcasts, I think this will be more helpful once they allow you to customize playlists, once they allow you to customize some of these things on the music tool. Now you have these Bluetooth controls, which I believe personally to be a very, very big game changer. So let's move that to the side. And I think the final thing that I want to showcase to you that I thought that was very, very helpful is that now you can go to settings and enable airplane mode. And whenever you disable airplane mode, now you have the ability, I believe, automatically the Wi-Fi comes back. This is something that used to be, or is a feature in a lot of smartphones, but now it's also on Light OS, which is again, another very much welcome addition. So it used to happen that whenever you activate airplane mode and you bring it back, the Wi-Fi will not reactivate. But now whenever you reactivate the regular service, it also reactivates the Wi-Fi and it connects you automatically to the source, which again, it's just those little improvements, those little things. And in this past month, they have been doing a lot of that. So I'm really happy to see that they are thinking and improving the device. If you haven't gotten your device, make sure to check with them. There have been news of how they're going to be delivered, but I think that you'll be very pleased because it continues to get better and better. It was already a great device, and now it just continues with those small refinements to become what I think it should be the standard for a lot of dumb phones. If you have any questions about this device or any of the other devices I have reviewed, make sure to leave them in the comments below. I'll be interacting with you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.